Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Shadow, please be okay. Be okay. Come on.
Sonic, will you stop pacing?
Well, what? I'm worried for Shadow. What do you want from me?
Listen, I'm worried too, but just, we gotta have faith. We just gotta have faith that he's okay. You know, we put him in the tube, you know. Let's just hope that he's healing. You know, worrying about it's not gonna do anything.
Listen, I feel like he's gonna be okay, but I can't help but worry.
I've never seen you this worried before. What happened to that hero who doesn't worry about anything?
But this is the first time that we've ever had everybody just become a werehog randomly.
Shadow, you're okay.
Oh, man,
you're
Shadow,
alive.
You're okay.
I never doubted you for a second there, bud.
Well, okay, but oh my gosh, you're fine.
All the faith in you, knew
it
you
worked.
would be
You know,
okay.
putting him in the tube, it worked. Shadow, you're alive. We're glad that you're okay. How do you feel?
Yeah, happy to see you're all right there, bud.
I feel fine, I guess.
Yeah, you gave us a scare, you know. It seems like the Werehog curse affected you a lot differently than Sonic and I.
From the looks of it, I went on a rampage.
Wait,
It didn't look so hot, bud.
you remember it?
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, Shadow, what happened? Why did all this happen? You disappear from us, we don't see you for so long, and then we see you like this, like... What happened?
There's a lot that needs to be discussed.
Well, we've got time. You know, shouldn't we hear him out? You know, the Werehog curse affected us a lot differently than it affected him.
Yeah, I think we should hear him out.
Well, it's a long story, but I guess I'll tell you. After Silver bit me, I went home, but my hand was throbbing with pain. I tried to ignore it, thinking it was just a normal reaction to the bite. But as the days passed, I started feeling worse. I started to feel sick. I've never been sick before, so this was a new experience for me. I had a horrible headache, a painful stomach ache, and to add to it, I had even more pain in my hand. Then came the first full moon after the bite. A sharp pain went through me as my body started to change. I started growing more fur, and my teeth became sharper and more pronounced.
That's right. Sonic, remember the night you and I went to Tails to talk about our Werehog curse? Well, after I remembered that I bit Shadow, I went to check on him, and that's when I saw him in the state that he just described.
Yeah, I think I remember you telling me about that.
Unlike the two of you, the Werehog curse seemed to have affected me differently. I didn't immediately turn into a werehog on the first full moon. However, as time went on, things only got worse. Every full moon I would transform into this werehog state, and each time was worse than the last, both physically and mentally. The pain was excruciating, and my mood would change more than usual. One full moon, I turned into what I thought was my werehog form. I had more fur, bigger hands, and a longer tail. I was still in control of myself, but at the same time, I wasn't able to fully control my actions while in this form. I would just hide away in my house each full moon until the night was over. But after seeing what I had become, I rarely went outside during the day as well. I would just remain alone while I had this curse.
Shadow, how come you didn't decide to talk to any of us?
Yeah, you were going through so much pain. Why didn't you bother talking to me or Sonic?
I didn't want to risk getting anyone hurt. No one needs to be trapped in what I'm going through. One night, both Silver and Shadina showed up to my house. I was angry because I didn't want either of them there, especially since the Werehog curse was getting worse. Hiding in my house was no longer a good option, so I decided to leave my home and set up camp deep in the woods, away from everyone, in isolation. Soon after I left, I transformed again. But this time, I was more angry and aggressive, out of control. Thankfully, because I had isolated myself deep in the woods, no one was there for me to potentially hurt. But something was different after I transformed again. The night was over, and the moon was gone. But the form wasn't. During the day, I didn't turn back to normal. I was hopeless and didn't know what to do. The more time that passed, the more angry and aggressive I became. I tried my best to keep control and not lose myself to the curse.
What about the night that I went dark?
I remembered seeing a flash of purple light nearby. I didn't know what it was at first, but I started to charge towards it. When I arrived, I saw you, Silver, in your dark form. Without thinking, I rushed to put you out of commission so you would snap out of it. I attempted the same with that crazy-looking Amy. I realized she wasn't the Amy we all knew, so I attacked her. While that was happening, Silver stood up and recognized me. I was not fully myself, and was barely in control of my actions. So when you approached me, Silver, I wanted to get away as soon as possible before I caused more harm to you. And after I ran away, things only got worse. I became crazy, aggressive. I had no control of myself, and had so much anger and rage. I wasn't able to think, act, or do anything, and became a monster. And then, that's when the full moon came. And I turned into the Werehog form you guys had to fight. I had no control. I lost myself to this curse. And I became a monster. I watched everything happen through my own eyes, but I had no control of myself. All the fighting, all the pain I caused, I couldn't stop it. I lost all hope, and I continued to harm you both. I thought I was going to be the reason you two would die, and I was never going to turn back to normal again. But you guys continued to fight and stop me. You didn't back down. Even after I caused you both so much pain, you saved me from myself.
Shadow? Whether you like it or not, you're our friend, and you always will be.
Yeah. We would never abandon you. You're part of our team. And we'd never give up on you.
I guess the most I can say to you guys is thank you.
No problem.
We're just glad you're okay. But now the question is, where do we go from here? Shadow's DNA is a lot different than ours, probably because he's, part alien. Tails was able to come up with something for us to take to neutralize our Werehog curse, but I don't know if it would be strong enough to work on Shadow. Do you think Tails could come up with something?
I mean, we could try going to Eggman since kinda knows a bit more about Shadow than we do, and Tails.
That's true. Maybe they could both help. But going to Eggman? That just seems... I don't know. That just seems like a bad idea. He could help us, but then he could double-cross us, even though sometimes he's our ally and sometimes he's our enemy. It's risky.
I believe in the case of myself, he may be more help than harm.
That's true. Alright, we'll go to both Tails and Eggman. Maybe both of them can help out.
I just hope this plan works. I don't want to harm anyone again.
Shadow, don't worry, okay? We're your friends, and we're gonna help you get through this.
Yeah, we're always going to be there by your side. All right?
All right. Thank you. You know, I really guess I couldn't ask for better friends.